Well, hello, and welcome to another basketball edition of the Adrienne Ross Show. And regular season for the WNBA is in the books. We're headed to the playoffs. First, before I go any further, if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't checked out the memberships, hit the join button. On the Adrienne Ross Show channel, you're going to see some profile pictures in these little circles. That's YouTube rotates 8 at a time of people who have joined membership. And right next to that, you're going to see a join button. Click that button. It'll tell you about the 4 memberships I offer. So, all right. Last game of the regular season of the WNBA was on Thursday night. The Indiana Fever took on the Washington Mystics. We know how that came out. Indiana lost by 1. Okay. I want to get into the final few seconds of that game. Toward the end of my live, because we go live during the game and we have a good time. Now, we got off to a great start. Our starters were out there. We got off to a great start. Then when the substitution started, those of us who were on the live, we started doing this because, bad basketball makes me itch. So, it was like that. We had a laugh and all that stuff. We enjoy hanging out and all that. But man, and then of course we know in the fourth quarter, as Washington, has their stars on the bench, and their bench gets an opportunity to play. And of course, Indiana, their bench in the game. And I'm telling you, the bench, they came to compete. They said, we're not going to hold back just because we don't usually get to play much. So they went out there and they made it a game. They made it a 1-point game and they had the opportunity to win. Now, during that live, one thing I said was this. I said this time at the end of the game, in the last regular season game, this was more about Christie Sides, I said. This was more about maybe even her being able to put into practice some things, being able to coach some things. And that's exactly how it turned out from my perspective. Not here to dog Christie Sides. That's not what this is about. But I am here to make a point that heavily involves Christie Sides. So we're going to go back to the game. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you, first of all, where Washington has the ball. And it's like 40-something seconds on the clock. And then we get a rebound. And then Indiana has the ball with like 24 plus on the clock, the game clock. So let's take a look at this. And then I'm going to slow it down. And we're going to talk about some things. I'm going to tell you where I feel Christie Sides missed an opportunity here. Check it out. All right. So we're going to take a look at this without sound. And then I'm going to be slowing it up after Washington takes its shot. The score, as you can see over here, Indiana 91, Washington 92. And actually there are 33 seconds on the clock at this point, 17 on the shot clock. So check it out. Just watch, no sound. Okay, so here we go. I just wanted to get you to the point of what happens, the excitement that's going on. So we secure the rebound here, okay? Katie Lou, I believe, got the rebound there. She outlets to Erica Wheeler right here. You see right here, 24.8 on the game clock, 24 here. And so we, there's not really enough time to do, there's not enough time to do anything else. So we basically have the last possession of the game. And we're only down 1. So let me play it through. And then I'm going to tell you what I would have done that Christie Sides didn't. Okay. All right. So we're going to go back. and we're just gonna take a look here. We're gonna go all the way back. We secure the rebound. They missed the shot. We're down 1. We have an opportunity to win. Katie Lou manages. She's boxing out too, by the way. Good job. She's boxing out. And then she gets that rebound. She pulls it down, which she shouldn't. But anyway, that's a different story. She gets it to Erica Wheeler. Now, Erica Wheeler's bringing the ball up the floor. Now, I got to tell you here, okay? I thought that Christie Sides would call a timeout. Now, I said this during the live, and so if some of you know that they were out of timeouts, please tell me. But I'm not aware of them being out of timeouts. And so in that case, I'm going to say what I said. If I were Christie Sides, I would have called a timeout. I was surprised that she did not call a timeout. And again, unless they don't have any timeouts, I'm calling a timeout right here. Now, she didn't call the timeout. Now, I believe that if you had a Caitlin Clark who had gotten the ball, I believe she wouldn't have even waited for the coach to call a timeout, because lots of times that's just the way it works. Smart players understand. So she should have called a timeout. Why would you call a timeout, Adrienne? This is a meaningless game, as some people want to say. This is a game where she just got the bench on. She's got Saxton on there on the floor. She's got Erica Wheeler. She's got Samuelson. She's got Berger. She's got Wallace. Who cares? Why call a timeout? Well, the bottom line is to win the game. Even if you got your bench on the floor, you want to win the game. But again, I take you back to what I said before, and that is that this time at the end of this game is going to be more for Christie Sides. And Christie Sides, if she's coaching this game, which she has been, she's been on the sidelines coaching through this game, even with the bench on the floor. So if you're coaching this game and you're coaching these young ladies and you want them to be better players and you want the best opportunity to win the game, I'm saying it's not like you have a fast break situation going on. You secured the rebound, yes. And Washington is heading back. So yet you're not, it's not like you got somebody way ahead that you can pitch the ball to in this case. So you're going to have to set something up, obviously. So if I'm the coach and I'm coaching these young women, they have no playoff experience and they're about to get into the playoffs. As far as I know, I don't know if anybody, at least the starters, didn't have any playoff experience. Anybody else on the floor have playoff experience? They don't, they're inexperienced, right? So as a coach, I'm calling a timeout. I'm saying we've got the last possession of this game because it's only about a half-second differential, okay? So I'm calling a play. I'm going to call a timeout. I'm drawing up a play, and I'm teaching them how to execute. Even though it's the last game of the regular season, we have an opportunity to win. You have an opportunity to coach these young women you opted to have on the floor at this time. So coach them, draw up a play, work the play, and see what you can get. Surprised. I was surprised. No timeout. So they just roll with it. So I wanted to make that point because I feel like this is important. We're going into the playoffs. Christie Sides has no experience as a head coach at all before this season. And she said pregame, which I didn't know because I didn't know about her pregame comments until after the fact. But she even said, I've not been in this situation before when she was asked about whether she would play her starters, which I'll get back to, as I said. But Erica Wheeler, she's been around for a while. No timeout. I don't know if she looked over at the bench because sometimes you look over the bench. I don't know. But they decided to go with it. That's my criticism of Christie Sides toward the end of this game. I'm using this opportunity to teach. I'm using this opportunity to give my team the best chance to win. What confidence that would give, and even they ain't gonna be playing. Most of them are gonna be playing much in the playoffs, but they're out there now, right? So let's take a look. They want to win this game. They want to make they want to make full use of their opportunity to be out here and play. You know what I mean? So I just think that's something, again, not to dog Christie Sides, but I would have drawn up a play and I let them go for it. But you know what? They ain't do so bad. It's just that we could do better. And that's how we want to do. So bringing the ball up the floor. So what's going to happen? I'm going to slow this down. All right. So Erica Wheeler, she's bringing the ball up. And then you have over here, you've got Wallace. Over here, you've got Saxton. Over here, you've got Katie Lou, who's about to come set a screen. And over here, you have Berger over here. So here comes Katie Lou. She sets a screen. Now, Erica Wheeler, ideally, when you set a screen, you want to rub off the shoulder. She's far out, which enables this player to go over the screen. Okay, so there's that. So she should be tighter. And so she made it too easy. All she had to do was just go right over the screen. She goes over the screen. Now, she then gets the ball to Katie Lou. Katie Lou, I thought, could have taken the shot here. I thought she was, but she felt the closeout came too fast, right? So she takes 2 hard dribbles, and then look, good low position here, okay? But what happens? Katie Lou says, I'll take my 2 dribbles. I'll take my chances. I take my shot. She takes a shot. It doesn't fall. So Berger gets the rebound, right? And Berger opts not to go straight back up. So what does she do? She looks, she dribbles back out. And then what does she do? Katie Lou, notice Katie Lou here. Katie Lou's going to set a screen on one person over here, sets that screen there, creating some space for Berger. This is a good percentage shot right here. I mean, this is a free throw. So she gets some room. Look at the room she's got, right? She's got some room right there. She takes that shot, and unfortunately, she misses the shot. You don't think they want to win this game? Look at her right here. Yeah, they want to win this game. This isn't meaningless to them, right? They don't get an opportunity to play. I would have loved for Berger to nail that shot just because they've been riding the bench and cheering on everybody for so long. Here she is getting a chance to play. But I love that. Who's there? Wallace, another person who's been riding the pine, right? Who balled out for 17 points in this situation. Look at her. She's right there. So this game is not meaningless to them. And I'm glad that they got an opportunity to play. But again, my point is that I believe that Christie Sides should have called timeout, drew something up, right? If for nothing else, it gives her practice for the playoffs, even though these aren't this isn't the group that's going to be getting most of, much minutes, right? Or many minutes, I should say. But still, it helps her. Okay. So anyway, that's my thought there about the end of that game. Now,